My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today, or tonight, I should say, is December 4th, 2021, and Bitcoin has just nuked to the downside. Now, what's going on? What's happening? Is it all over? Is the bear market here? The quote unquote bear market? Are we in the third Elliott wave, the most impulsive of the waves? No to the past two statements. And what's happening? Sit back, watch till the end, and you should get my take on what I believe is going on. And I'm going to try to corroborate it with actual, Fibonacci measurements and some sound technical analysis. So here's what I think happened. We are still, but in my estimation, excuse me, in the first wave. Okay, and also let me just back up. I'm giving you this video at 2 a.m. my time just because I'm so excited. And I was, hanging out with my son, and I didn't even know about this. I thought we were still around the 50s, 53 or 51 or something like that. And people kept messaging me. I'm like, dude, it's not that big a deal, Little did I know, we had gone all the way down to 42. This is not out of the ordinary, right? If you're subscribed to this channel, you know that we've been in a downtrend. You know that we've been tracking downside price action, and that we anticipate some more downside price action, right? We anticipate 5 waves down. Okay. Now, is this the end? Let's zoom out completely. Let's go on the weekly and log auto. Okay. And let's just have a look. Now let's see. Looking at this larger ABC correction, okay? And it's important to take a step back, zoom out, try to get an idea for what our larger analysis is, right? We know every correction happens in 3 waves. A, B that we've been in since the 12th of April, more or less, and then C. So we expect C. This is what we're pretty much anticipating. C on the balance of probability to about 30K. Okay, it can be a how do you call it, a running flat, and it could be shy of 30K. It could be an expanded flat, or it can come to the 1, 2, 3, 6, right? It can go below 30K, but we expect it to go further down. So first things first, zooming all the way out, we're not there yet. Okay, some people whomever it is, people who believe that this is it, sorely mistaken. And this is why on this channel, we've always been anticipating a big drop. Okay, when it was going to happen, we couldn't say for sure, but we can track it. And we're doing our best to track it. Okay, and we knew that we were in the first wave, and actually, that is correct. We are in the first wave. One thing we didn't know though is that the first wave was not finished, and that's what I'm going to get to. So let's zoom back in, going on the 4-hourly time frame. And we see here, we had tracked 1, 2, right? 2 was accurate and probabilistically, sorry, 2 was probable because the retracement was where 2 waves most likely end between the 0.5 and the 618. Okay, so that's on the balance of probability, the most likely 2 wave. Okay, so we're good with 1, 2. Now 3, we weren't the best on. We had 3, and how do you measure 3? You get your Fibonacci extension tool. You go from 1 to the bottom of 1 to the top of 2, and we know that probabilistically 3 ends between the 1618 and the 2, okay? So we had 3 go to this 1618, okay? But we may also have 3 go to this 2, which makes more sense. Why? And I'm going to say why in a second. What we were experiencing for all this time was not uh, was not another wave. It was simply let's see. Yes, it was 4. It wasn't the end here. So we thought this was the end of the first wave. And this is where we goofed up. This is where I goofed up, okay? And this is the challenge to counting Elliott waves as they happen. It can be done, but it takes a lot of skill. And I'm actually still learning how to do it while it's happening. After it's all said and done, it's much easier to count, okay? But while it's happening, there's certain clues that can clue you in. And here's one that I'm like I put in my journal already. I should have known this couldn't be 5. Why? Fundamentally speaking, what happens at the end of the 5th wave? Selling or buying is exhausted. Whatever the trend is, it's completely exhausted. So the bounce back is immediate and it's fierce. What happened here? And for you all that can't see, let me just get the pen out. What happened here? We had consolidation. That is uncharacteristic of the end of a wave. We should have had a wick, right? Much like what you see here. Do you see this? Look at this wick. Look at the size of the wick. You have a wick that is a 12% wick. That is the exhaustion of a trend. This is why when we were counting waves, this couldn't have been our 5. We should have known that this was the end of 3 and not 5. And this was our larger 4, and we got a bunch of complex waves, right? We got simple correction in 2, complex correction in 4. We also had a complex correction in the middle of 3, but 3 essentially ended around 2, which is within the norms, right? And then we get the 4 retracement. And remember, let's see, we know that the 4th wave retraces on probabilistically between the 236 and the 382, yeah? And so let's take the fib retracement tool from 3. Whoops, we erased everything there. Did we ever? No, we never laid down numbers. So let's just. Okay, so hopefully, let me label it because some people may not be able to see it. I don't know why I thought it was labeled. So this is 1, 2. This is 3, and this just takes practice. And like I said, I'm still learning. But like the more you do it, the more the easier this gets, right? Just like anything else. This is not impossible, but it is challenging, right? Not gonna lie. So top of 2 to the bottom of 3, and the bottom of 3 is about here. Let me zoom in. And so you see we kind of oh, what am I doing? I need the 382, the 382, the 382. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Because 4 should retrace to the 382 of 3. Okay, so let's see. Right here, we did get significant wicking. I don't know about this. I was measuring it from here. earlier. But the fourth wave, let's see. Yeah, the fourth wave is meant to retrace to between the 236 and the 382 of the third wave. Yeah, of the third wave. So there's a little bit, there's quite a bit of wicking past the 0.5. We're okay. Okay. So this is barely legal in the sense that uh, if if you look at the 0.5 mark, and for those of you that aren't subscribed, the halfway mark of a Fibonacci level is like the control point. It's where if you breach that, if you close above it, you've you've uh, you've vanquished, or you've taken over that level. Okay, but if you wick above it, it's okay. But you can't breach the 0.5 mark, and by breach I mean close above. And so technically speaking, the 0.5 mark between the 382 and the 0.5 is here, and we've only closed a little bit below it and wicked above it. So technically, I don't love this, but technically we did not breach the 382. We kind of wicked above it, okay? And I'm on the 4-hourly chart. So that's still legal. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 382. And now we get a 5, an extended fifth wave. Why is it extended? Why? Because we know, and where's my count? Okay, I keep erasing the count, that's why. So the 5 wave we know is very simple. We take the inverse of the 4 wave and we project to the 1618. That's where we should have gotten the 5 wave, right? That's a normal 5 wave. Our 5 wave came all the way down to pretty much the 3618. So that's what we call an extended fifth wave. So that's abnormal, but it happens. And usually if you get an extended wave, you only get one extended wave, not a one can't be extended and 3 extended and 5 extended. Either 1, 3, or 5 is extended. So we got the fifth wave extended. This is what I'm seeing in this count, okay? It's not perfect, but I think that this makes the most sense. What else did I want to show? Yes, I wanted to show that once we did 4 here, so A, B, C, and I said this, but I didn't know what I was looking at. I was like, this looks like a 2. I said this morning. I said, this looks like a 2 wave. And then I shorted it in link. It was a 2 wave. It was a 2 wave for an extended 5 wave 5. And that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was that 2 was complex. And then if we go into the smaller time frames, and let's just get rid of this so we can see smaller time frames, you see that this 2 was complex, and then this 4 was simple, and then you got your 5, which was super extended, and you got your nice big wick quick bounce, which means that this is a clue that the trend is exhausted. This, I'm confident, is the end of wave 5. So if that's our fifth wave, what can we expect? And every projection, every kind of projection, whatever you want to call it, is just as good, is only as good as your wave count, right? That's your map. And if you've got it mapped out, you can read the market like a book. Okay, so this is my wave count. This is what I'm going to use until further notice. Maybe I'll see something better and I'll start using that. But this is what makes most sense for me now. So basically, using this, I'm seeing Bitcoin coming for a 2-wave retrace, right? And this is what we thought we were in. We thought we were in the 2-wave, but we weren't yet in the 2-wave. We were in the 4-wave of the 1 wave. We were still in the impulsive wave, okay? Why can't I find this? It's right here. So I expect our ABC correction Again, I don't know what it's going to look like. Is it going to be a zigzag? Is it going to be a flat? Is it going to be a complex correction? I don't know. But I expect Bitcoin to be to come back to between 53 and 57K, 54 and 57K, right? In this two-wave retracement. And this two-wave retracement, you see it already, is going to be substantive. It's 36% retracement. And this is where I see the alts. Actually, I was in log. Maybe that's why. Because I was like, wait, let's just make sure that that four wave wasn't because I was in log. That may have messed something up. I don't know why I was in log. Oh, I was in log because I zoomed out for a second. Let's see. Okay. When I'm not in log, this makes so much more sense. Let's see. This. Yeah, it's still kind of wiki. Anyway, not important. So back to the two-wave retracement. I anticipate coming between the 54 and the 57K level, and that's a substantive retracement. Or actually the 55 and the 58.5 level. Okay, that's what it is. And that 30 some odd percent can be like the 50, 60, 70% that we said we were anticipating in the alts. And so, for instance, in our link trade, because we do anticipate that link do quite a lot of upside, right? Between now and the bigger dump, we can see link also had a big wick. And so we anticipate that it's going to do this reversal down here somewhere, right? This B wave is already extended. And now we anticipate a reversal like this, and then we're going to long it. And we still anticipate link to come between 60 and 70. So this is what I'm seeing in the market. Same for all these other coins. Again, when it's so helpful to be able to read. If you can't read, if you have no idea how to read the charts, what are you doing right now? Like, what can you do but panic? You have no clue. And there's no chance for you even to figure something out because you're trying to connect some random news stories as to why, this happened. And for you, it's just a flash crash because you don't know anything about impulsive waves. So I'm really happy to have this community, and hopefully, we don't have all the answers, but we have some insights as to what is likely most probably happening. And thus far, it's been quite profitable in terms of managing or informing our buys and sells. I hope you guys have been profitable, not only in your trading, but also in your investing. So that's it from me. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like the video, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow maybe. I don't know. I'm tired, but I'm excited. All right, bye.